Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third game of the first week of OLTP Season 2. This game will be on Hyperreactor. It'll be between Hoog's team, Balls of Prey, playing against Streetlamb's team, the Flag Bearers. TFB will be on blue, and BOP will be on red for the first half. Map is Hyperreactor. Interesting, Streetlamb is not playing on the blue team. He decided to sub Noob in on offense. Bit of an interesting decision there. Noob didn't have the best season last season with I Swear on our bots, and Streetlamb really picked up his game once he switched to offense last season. So a bit of an interesting change there. Hoog's lineup, as expected, he's got his first four picks basically: Dimer, Laidback Duke, Layback and Hoog playing on defense, and Squash and Dimer playing on offense. Squash, not well known on Diameter, coming from ELTP, where he won Season 1, I believe. So yeah, just looking to get into the game now. Kitsune is going to be co-commentating with me. Kitsune, do you have anything you would like to mention before we get into the game?
Not particularly. I think both teams are fairly evenly matched. Defense on blue looks possibly shakier than red, but it'll be an interesting game.
So, getting into game shortly, should be within the next 30 seconds. I believe the other game of the night, which is the Fireballs against the Spikadelic Death Caps, on at 9 PM, so hopefully we'll be able to stream that game as well. If not, we'll hopefully keep you updated with the scores as they come in. Just waiting on Hoog to inform us that his team's ready.
How? Alright.
Okay, both teams ready, and we're looking to get into game now. Okay, so Hyperreactor, judging from the two games which have already been played in this OLTP round, which both ended in ties, probably going to be played as quite a chasey map, with both teams' offenses having the flag for a large portion of the game, and each team's defense is really having to be on the ball with chasing to get those returns in quickly for the cap. Hoog and Layback, both extremely experienced defenders. Elfito and Pied Piper, a lot less experienced, but not necessarily meaning they'll play worse. Of course, Kitsune, you played with both Dimer and Hoog last OLTP season. Looks like we're going to be going back to the group, though. Bit of issues getting to game. So we'll exit now.
Hey man.
What's up, Flame? We have started the stream. I guess you can hop in though as a play-by-play commentator. Getting both teams ready again. Cool, going into the game now. As I was saying, Kitsune, you played with both Hoog and Dimer last season under Ball for the Wall. You won the season.
Yep.
Do you think one OLTP Season 1 they will do as well in Season 2 with Layback and Squash, two new players, replacing Evoke and Venetix? Do you think that they can do as well with those players?
I'd wager they could. I've not really seen Squash play, as most people haven't, but I know Laidback is definitely a strong defender, and I think Hoog and him will work well. I think Dimer's obviously up there, and if Squash and him can collaborate well, think it could be definitely a team to watch.
Borgen getting the tag pro in the middle, and Noob getting tackle on the right. That is extremely good for this TFB offense. Hopefully they can use these power-ups to get a cap within the first minute. Noob does flaccid with that tackle, as does Borgen, and those power-ups going to waste. Squash in the base with a tackle as well. Diamond's going to get taken out by El Fitzo. Squash going to attempt to get away, but will flaccid as well. Fast started the game with Noob flashing as well on the other end. Both teams resetting now. Borgen's going to grab the flag with the aid of that bomb. Is he going to be able to boost out? Noob is going to get on that regrab though. Borgen's going to be able to boost past Hoog. Layback's covering middle though. Going to force Borgen into the bottom left corner of the map. Borgen's not going to get past Layback. Noob's in the bottom left corner of the map now as well. With a boost to get past Hoog, cannot take it. Borgen using that distraction to get the power control middle. But Hoog will get the power left and Squash will get the right power. That is power advantage to Balls of Prey at the moment. Borgen's going to get out of base with the flag though. Only one in the base. Going to get the blocks and going to get the first cap of the game. Balls of Prey's defense is just not looking up to scratch at all. Noob's going to come in for another cap.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one thing on this map I find is if you get out of position, your setup can really fall down and a few caps can flow from that.
Of course. Flame.
Oh, that was a really nice snipe by Hoog there.
The best defender in the league, Season 1. What do you think Hoog and Layback need to change in the next 8 minutes? Because they've already lost 2 caps. That's more caps than was in the entire Wu-Tang clan versus Cap 22's game. Pretty unprecedented to see those many caps on this map. What do you think's going on for them?
Seems like positioning.
Yeah, positioning for sure, and they're just not working as a defensive group, more individually, I think.
Oh, Borgen's got an easy grab.
Borgen's going to choose the wrong path there. He's going to not take the easy path out of the base and is going to get caught.
Yeah, not being able to see the spawns with that tag pro really hindered him there.
Noob definitely impressing. Street Lamp choosing the right decision to... I think Layback possibly lagged out for a second there, but Noob, as I was saying, impressive, showing his skill, showing that he can perform perhaps better than Street Lamp, the captain. Interesting to see Street Lamp, of course, subbed out for this game.
Oh, Layback misses an easy return.
Borgen's going to get past Layback. Hoog, Dimer, and Squash to beat. Can Alfie and Pied Piper get the blocks in? Borgen's going to get past Dimer, but he's going to get taken up by Squash. Some good offensive defense there from the European player. Noob's going to get the flag and a rolling bomb down in the bottom left corner. And he's going to boost past Layback. Going to use a rolling bomb to get past. Trying to get taken out, and Hoog and Layback are going to get their return. Looking like they're playing a bit more cohesively, getting these returns a bit quicker. Dimer's going to get away as well. Borgen's going to boost past Squash, and Squash is the flag now. Squash going to boost to the right, going to get closed down by Pied Piper, and Elfie is going to boost into a spike. Got to say, Squash has not been as impressive as perhaps the offenders Noob and Borgen. Noob with the flag now, juking excellently. Has to backtrack though in the bottom left, perhaps waiting for a power up.
That was a nice bomb there.
He's going to use a lovely bomb. Dimer with the flag left, going to get closed down by El Fitzo. Noob going to get the rolling bomb though, bottom left. Trying to beat Hoog and Squash, and beats both of them without using that power up. This could be an excellent chance for them to get the cap, but Dimer does get that right power up. So Dimer will get past El Fitzo and Pied Piper with that rolling bomb power up, and El Fitzo's going to miss the flag. Dimer's going to use that power up excellently to get that cap. Pied Piper with the flag, no pardon. Squash with the flag as well. El Fitzo's going to miss that boost return. Squash is going to boost into the base. Perhaps that play showed a lack of communication on Balls of Prey part, which could be a reason that they're down 2 caps to 1, only 5 minutes left in this first half. Kitson there, of course, having played with Dimer and Hoog, do you think that they're really on their game tonight? I don't think Hoog has really been showing how well he can possibly play, making a few defensive mistakes. What do you guys think is the main issue there with Hoog and Dimer's performances?
Having been on that team, I'd say communication wasn't a strong point on a lot of games, and that showed on the map that we lost on colours. It just wasn't there. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the issue, especially with 2 newer players on the team. Laid back generally doesn't use his mic often, so that could be another issue.
Just while you were talking there, Noob had some nice jukes and came in with some good blocks from the defense to take them to a 3-1 lead.
Definitely something I've been impressed with is Pied Piper and El Fitzo's blocking has been pretty much perfect coming into base with the caps. Noob and Borgen showing perhaps a bit of inexperience working together, getting in each other's way there, going to result in 2 flaccid. Diamond Squash not any more successful, though Diamond is going to get out of base. As I say that, Squash is going to try and contest the mid power as he does that though. Diamond going to get taken out. No, he won't. Squash is going to leave that rolling bomb in the middle for Diamond to get to, hopefully. Borgen and Noob just trying to pressure Layback and Hoog, trying to make sure they can't block them when they try and get the return. Diamond's going to boost past Elfie. Pied Piper is still there though. Pied Piper is holding Dimer and will get that return. Borgen's going to grab the flag and get out top left. Going to boost past Hoog and Layback, but Layback will use an excellent boost to get that snipe and get the return.
Hoog and Laidback both ignoring a rolling bomb, leaving it open for Noob.
Noob is not going to be able to get there. So, Flame, of course, as I previously mentioned, the best defender in OLTP Season 1. Have you been impressed with the defense of El Fito and Pied Piper? Only losing 1 cap, do you think their players been indicative of such a strong performance?
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely looking confident together, and just their ability to block the other team when their team is coming for a cap is really impressive and seems to be the difference.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. That has been really influential in this 2-cap lead for the Flag Bearers with only 2 minutes left in this half. Squash
At the moment, I would say Pied Piper and Elfie are looking like the stronger defense pair. Laidback and Hoog are being run ragged on regrabs.
Definitely, we are always looking in a position like this where Noob and Borgen are coming into base. They really haven't been able to keep Noob and Borgen contained well enough, and there's just so much pressure that Borgen, even when Noob's dying with that flag, Borgen's going to get the flag and be bottom left before the defense can react. Yeah, he's going to boost past Diamonds. No, he won't. As I said, Noob in base, nobody covering him. Layback's going to try and boost in, but Noob's going to get away with the flag here. No, he won't. Layback's going to get that return and looks to reset finally. Borgen's going to flaccid as well. Dimer using his jukes to try and make some space, but Squash is going to use that to get the right power control. No, he won't. He will not even... He will get the middle. Beating Borgen to it there, barely.
Hopefully they can use this to maybe pin back this lead. With less than a minute left, there's probably only an attack or 2 left from either team.
Borgen's going to get away with the flag. Both Hoog and Layback spike themselves. Really nice Squash is the only one there. He can't get blocked by Noob and Elfie, as he does have that tackle, but he will try and get blocks here. Borgen's inches from the flag here, going to try and use that block patiently and get the cap, and he will.
And again, we see El Fitzo and Pied Piper working really strong for their team and probably being the difference in getting that extra cap.
Definitely. Borgen using that block extremely patiently, extremely well to get that cap, not taking any risks there, and that will definitely pay off for them taking in a 4-1 lead into the second half. Noob and Borgen topping the leaderboard, but Elfie and Pied Piper pretty much the all-stars there. Those blocks were sensational. What do you guys think that Balls of Prey really deserved to lose that half by that much? I think personally they deserve to lose that by even more. They really didn't impress me on their defense especially. What do you guys think needs to change for them coming into the second half?
I'd say obviously positioning. That regrab ran them all over the field constantly. Knowing Dimer and Hoog, I'd say probably their communication could be improved. Also, Squash may not be as up to date on the playstyle that players have on Diameter coming from ELTP. Playing on American servers, it does run very differently. I'd imagine the same goes for ELTP and the Euro divisions. Power control seemed pretty even.
Flame on the defensive side, why do you think that Balls of Prey have been doing so badly on the defense and the Flagbirds have been doing so well?
Like what Casino touched on there, their positioning and setups seems really poor from the Balls of Prey team. There's always Borgen or Noob on regrab, and they're just unable to get back into position after that. Which, on this map, it is hard because you generally do need 2 chasers to shut down the flag, but I don't know, they're going to have to sort out that problem. It looks like the players are ready to go, so whenever you are ready, Rain, we can get into the second half.
Waiting on Hoog's team to give the signal that they're ready to go. I guess we want to talk about Squash a bit in the meantime. Squash coming from ELTP, as you mentioned, Kitsune, hasn't really been that impressive on offense. A few times he's had an opportunity to get out of base, and he's perhaps chosen the wrong way, or he spiked himself. Knowing Hoog's captaining ability, do you think that could be down to a lack of practice with Squash and Dimer playing together? Or do you think Squash is just really not as good as he was hyped up to be?
I have to say a bit of both. I really haven't seen Squash on Mumble online much, and Dimer hasn't been known to.
Just cut out there for a second, Kitsune, if you could.
Dimer hasn't been known to be
Sorry,
that
I might cut out.
regularly.
Yeah. He hasn't been known to be too much of a regular on Mumble. Hoog did mention to me the other day that apparently power up control has been very important in ELTP, and I have seen Squash sacrifice a regrab for power up control, which hasn't really been much of a benefit, considering him in base with Tag Pro has failed multiple times.
Yeah, something I've noticed is that even though Balls of Prey are going into this half down 1-4, their power control has been as good, if not better, than the flag bearers in the first half. If they can just use those powers to get the flag and get out of base more, I think they'll have a lot more chance at closing down the pressure of the flag bearers in the second half. Dimer has gone to the bathroom, so we will take a couple more minutes getting into the game.
There we go, we're good.
He is back, we will go. Starting the second half, for this half, the blue team will be Hood, Balls of Prey going in 1 cap compared to the flag bearers on red, captained by, I suppose, Borgen. Elfitso? Not sure how that's going to work, who their leader is for this half, considering Street Lamp is subbed. But they are going in with 4 caps, taking in a decisive lead. I don't think we've seen many comebacks from that much before in OLTP history, but it's been a surprising round with 2 ties already in 2 games, so you never know. Balls of Prey, if they can use those powers, as I said, they will have a better chance. Let's see, getting into the second half now. Borgen's going to get the middle power, but it's the rolling bomb will get defused immediately.
Squash again with a Jig Juice and showing that power up seems to be a main focus of his. May be able to get through the middle here using the Jig Juice, and does.
He's going to use the Jig Juice to get through the base. Only got Noob to beat, perhaps using that boost a bit messily, letting Borgen and Piper catch up to him. He's now got 4 to beat, only Layback and Hoog blocking for him. Dimer is on the Flag Bearer's base. Pied Piper's going to try and close down Squash here. Squash is juking away. He will not get tagged by Pied Piper here. He's going to go back towards the Flag Bearer's side. Going to try and use that boost to go up towards the top of the base. Hogan laid back, not getting in those blocks well enough, and Noob will get that return. Borgen's away with the flag now. Oh no, Diamond spiked himself and Borgen's away. Borgen's going to get this cap in. That's 5-1 towards the Flag Bearers now. Noob's going to get away with that flag as well. El Fitzo with the tackle, looking to cover. He's going to take out Hoog. Diamond's got the tackle from middle low. El Fitzo with that tackle, trying to cover for Noob. Noob's away from layback and Hoog. Borgen's going to close down Squash, who has the flag. El Fitzo and Pied Piper coming in as well. Pied Piper misses the Squash is going to juke excellently and not get tagged here. El Fitzo just trying to close him down, but he will not be able to. Squash juking away all the time in the world now. Going to go in between Pied Piper and El Fitzo here. Noob trying to do the same in the bottom left corner of the map, using that bomb to get some space. The return will come in. Noob's coming into base now. El Fitzo and Pied Piper trying to get the blocks in. Squash will go for that cousin kiss and get the return. Diamond's going to boost out of base. Will not get taken out. Borgen's away with a flag as well. Will go for that cousin kiss. And it looks like both teams reset finally. Squash going to get closed down by Pied Piper, Borgen and El Fitzo here. Squash not going to get tagged. Will get returned now though. Diamond getting both power-ups. All the power-ups on the map now belonging to Diamond. Excellent power-up control, as we mentioned in the halftime talk. Borgen's away. Only Diamond to beat again. Been a recurring theme, happened a few times in the first few minutes of this half. Borgen's been away with the flag and Diamond's the only thing saving Balls of Prey from losing any more caps. Diamond holding the flag well, but not doing anything with it, just back in the flag bearer's base again. Borgen's going to get to the portal before Diamond, but Diamond will boost away. Diamond's going to go for the cousin kiss with Noob, and El Fitzo's going to grab the flag. Now going in between Hoog and Layback, and he's away from all four of
That was a really,
for another
really
cap.
nice snipe from Noob there to ensure that cap.
Lovely play from Noob there to get that snipe in and ensure the cap. Ensure the cap goes through. Layback's going to boost away. Going to get that rolling bomb if they can just get that power of control. Squashes.
Looks like Balls of Prey have got all the power-ups again. So, flag bearers really lacking in that area.
Not doing much for them with the flag bearers taking a 2-cab lead despite losing all power control. 6-1 to the flag bearers on aggregate now. 2-0 in this half. El Fitzo and Pied Piper closing down Diamond. Borgen's away. Only laid back with the flag between Borgen and another cap.
Oh, that was a really nice boost from Borgen there. Showing why he's one of the top-rated offenders on Diameter.
Excellently using the boosts as he has been all game. Experience on this map, played an extremely good match on it last season in the semi-finals against...
He's probably going to get another cap here.
Bad
And,
Balls 2. Borgen's going to get another cap here. Second cap of the game for him. This is 7-1 towards the flag bearers here. Hoog's going to get an excellent snipe there and going to get the rolling bomb as well. El Fitzo is away with the flag, has the juke juice and a rolling bomb, getting that power control back for the flag bearers, and he's going to try and use that rolling bomb to get past Layback and Hoog. Using it well, getting some space, going to get into the bottom left corner to relative safety. A lot more action-packed in this half than the last half. Why do you guys think that is? Do you think that the offense of each team has improved and that's resulting in more grabs? Or what do you think's happened to make some more exciting game?
I think just from looking at it, there's not a lot of setup. We're not seeing a lot of no-grab defense here. It's just free-flowing offense and people grabbing and then a long hold time where the defenders try to return. And it seems that this is working to the flag bearers' strengths as they're able to position themselves when they're getting returns to go in for caps.
Yeah, bit surprising to see considering all 4 players of Balls of Prey were hyped as some of the best players on the server coming into this season, but 7-1 down, only 4 minutes left of the game. Borgen's going to get away from all 4 players using that rolling bomb perfectly, trying to juke from Dimer. Hoog is there covering the portal, will use that boost to take him out. Hoog and Dimer with some good communication there. Perhaps it's too little too late. 7-1. Do you guys think that it's possible for Hoog's team to tie this up?
From what I've seen from them, probably not. They're really not looking like the stronger team in this situation. They're still getting run ragged on defense a bit, and could be another easy cap currently for the flag bearers.
It just looks like the communication isn't there for Balls of Prey. They aren't closing down each entrance. They are all clumping up, allowing for the blocks to go in a bit easier, just making the job a lot easier for the flag bearers, blockers there. Could cost them a lot with Noob. Gonna get some excellent power control, gonna use that El Fitzer on Pied Piper, not letting Squash near the flag. Noob with that tackle, clearing out Hoog and Dimer. Easy cap there. Excellent use of the power-ups. That's a 7 cap lead for the flag bearers. Borgen's away again. Ahead of 2. Pied Piper's gonna not get that return. El Fitzo is an excellent boost to get that return. Borgen's there. Borgen's trying to use some aggressive flag carrying to get into base. El Fitzo's gonna use some excellent positioning to get that return in. Squash going to use an excellent boost to get that return as well, though. Some good snipes going down from both teams, saving caps. The power control has fallen off a bit from what I can tell. Some powers are being left for 15 to 20 seconds. Do you guys think that is that important on this map? We touched on Balls of Prey having better power control than the flag bearers, and yet they're down 4 caps to 0 in this half alone. Do you guys think the power control is as important on this map as it is so commonly hyped up to be?
I'd say the positioning of the power-ups in the corner, going for them really puts you out of position. On this map, positioning is one of the most important things. Getting through the middle with those boosts available, it can be done very quickly, and if you're out of position in those corners, you can lose caps, which I think may have been happening.
Excellent insight there. It does put you in a really bad position if you cannot get back and get in front of the flag carrier, and if you go for the paps, you are going to be behind them. Dimer's got the flag, going to try and get past Borgen, but he's not going to be able to. Noob's only got 2 to beat for another cap. 8-1 towards the flag bearers now. 50 seconds left. Looks like this could be all she wrote for Balls of Prey. The first win of this OLTP season. Quite a one-sided game. Only 1 cap coming in for Dimer in the first half. El Fitzo with the flag now, trying to not lose that. Going to just play quite conservatively. Only got Hoog to beat. Borgen has that tech. We're going to try and cover for him. Pied Piper's going to get it now too. El Fitzo is going to thread the gap there. Layback is going to have the flag uncontested. El Fitzo will not get that cap in yet. Layback next to the bomb. Going to cousin kiss. Noob not going to be able to get that flag and get away from Squash. Yes, he will, as Dimer spawned. Noob juking out Dimer. Dimer, ankles broken, gonna get propelled into that spike. And that will be all she wrote. El Fitzo topping the leaderboard with 14 returns and 1 cap. MVP of the game for me. That is 8-1 towards the flag bearers. 4-0 in this half alone. Taking out Hoog's team, Balls of Prey, who won OLTP Season 1 as Balls of the Wall. Bit of an upset there from my perspective. An exciting game, even though it was one-sided. Kitchenet, Flame, do you have anything to say about that game before we get the captains of each team in to have a bit of a chat?
I'm quite surprised that it was so high scoring after 2 games on Hyper, being very low scoring ties. Not really sure why. It seems like Red Team's or Flag Bearers' offense was very up to par, and obviously their flexibility in defense landed them a cap in that situation as well.
Of course, Flame, we were talking about the defensive positioning. I'm not sure if you saw the other 2 games that have been played. Obviously, you played in one of them. Do you think that the defensive positioning of those games was that much better than in this game? Or do you think there was another reason that this game was so high scoring and those weren't?
I think that's definitely a big reason. We saw a lot of times Hoog and Layback Duke were forced to pretty much camp the middle because they weren't able to get back to their base to set up properly, which does make it a lot harder because on this map it's a lot easier to juke through that part than actually getting out of base, I find. So the fact that they were able, Borgen and Noob were able to constantly have the regrab and keep the Balls of Prey's defense out of position was for sure the reason that it was high scoring, in my opinion.
Streetlamp, captain of the Flag Bearers, congratulations on a first win of the season that will take you top of the leaderboard. The only team to have won so far. Were you impressed with your guys' play, considering that was the first game of the season and you were not going into that game as favourites? In my eyes, I thought that Hoog would have a lot more solid positioning there with his team. What did you think of that game?
I think there are a lot of questions there. I'll try and remember to answer all of them.
Sorry, buddy.
But yeah, going into that, I think we were practicing pretty much every night this week. We were doing a lot of game time. And I feel like if we had lost that game, I would have been absolutely ruined because just the amount of time we put in going into it just definitely paid off. And yeah, like the Noob and Borgen on this map, they were just clicking very well. So it ended up being a much better idea for me to sub myself off. I can't remember the rest of the question, sorry.
I guess my other question was regarding the strength of Hoog's team. Hoog obviously won OLTP Season 1. A lot of people were saying after drafting Laidback and Dimer and Squash, who won ELTP, that he had pretty much the strongest OLTP team this season. Taking that game 8-1, do you think that really the prestige of the players has that much of an impact? Your defense, El Fitzo and Pied Piper, pretty much a lot less experienced than Hoog and Layback, performed a lot better than them. Would you put that down to practice or simply people not knowing how good these unknown players are?
Yeah, I'd say for our game, we had really good communication, which came down to the practice. I was listening the whole time, couldn't really see. I had the minute delay on the stream. We looked so classy with our jerseys, by the way. Shout out to Brioche for that. But yeah, I really feel Squash was an interesting one going into this game. I still don't know whether to rate him or not, but he only played for about 3 games I saw in the ELTP Championship team that he was in. So I wasn't overly worried about him. I was obviously a little bit concerned because ELTP can, it's considered to have a better skill level than us, so one of their bad players could be one of our best. But yeah, obviously El Fitzo, the first pick, was a great choice. I was going to go for him or Bug, like guaranteed, because the defense at the end of last season, I think we could have taken on Hoog's team last season. In fact, we did in a private scrim. And yeah, like they wrecked us early last season, but we didn't have El Fitzo then. We didn't have the great communication that we had now. And it definitely pays off.
Congratulations, Streetlamp. I thought that you guys performed so well going up against some really impressive players. Congratulations taking that game by 7 caps. Really well played, good communication, and some really good boosts, jukes. Well played by your team. So Hoog,
Yep.
I remember mentioning to you the week before the game that perhaps you ought to practice a bit more. I hadn't seen you guys practicing a lot. Having lost that game, do you think that you need to take a more rigorous training schedule into the next games?
I think we had practiced like quite a bit, what coming into this game, we actually hadn't played a game as this whole full team. It had always been like 3 of us playing, and that 3 kind of just changed. So this is our first game as like the 4 of us. So maybe that probably did have an impact, to be honest. And obviously we're paying the price for that. So we have to make up for that for the rest of the season, and that's our fault, and we have no one else to blame.
Would you point to your defense or your offense as your major weakness in that game? I thought that perhaps if your defense had done a bit better, that you guys would have had an easier time on offense. But I mean, you could say the same in reverse. Which one are you going to be focusing on most to improve going into the rest of the season?
I think our defense was a bit shaky. I can't really talk much about the offense because obviously I wasn't really watching. But yeah, I think the defense could use some work, but that's going to come with training and just getting to know how each other work better.
Bad luck
That'll happen
on
over time.
the first week loss, Hoog. I thought you can take some things out of that game to improve on for the rest of the season. Well played to both captains. Really good game.
I didn't play.
From a spectator's point of view. Special thanks to Brioche for those lovely jerseys. Looked really good. Got another game coming up, I believe, if they're not already in game. Yeah. So, I think that's it for that game. The Flagbirds winning 8-1 over Balls of Prey. Thanks for watching. Should see you in a bit, hopefully, for Spikadelic Death Caps against the Fireballs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Tell me when. Yep. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to C22's against Wu-Tang Clan, the minor league game. Majors game of this matchup ended 2-2. Let's see if C22's, the better team, can pull off the win against the worst team in the league in Wu-Tang Clan. Kitsune, of course, member of Wu-Tang Clan. How do you think your team's going to do in this minor league game?
Naturally, I think we're going to wreck pretty hard, but realistically, I think C22's have a pretty strong lineup. I've seen our minors play, they're pretty decent. I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, you know, your team is bad when
Wow.
a member of the team thinks they're going to lose. Getting into game now. 10 seconds before we're into this game. The map is Hyperreactor. C22's are going to be on the red side. Blue side's going to be Wu-Tang Clan. Not sure how the Wu-Tang Clan minors league team set up. Do you guys have a captain over there, or are you...
I think we're just going with Mamble Pig governing all. I think I'd say Amatam would be taking the lead playing this minors game though, after missing our majors.
Of course, Carbolic played in the majors matchup. Definitely a really solid performer there, playing in the minors today though. Bit unorganized at the start. Chad's gonna get the middle power after a bit of a delay. Chad and Tony gonna come into the Wu-Tang base. Illuminati is out of the C22's base though. Gonna get taken out by Party Time. Amatam usually plays defense, playing a bit of offense here. Gonna get out of the base, gonna get past Party Time and Carbolic, gonna give them both a bit of chance to catch up. Amatam's not gonna get taken out by those spikes. Gonna get taken out eventually though.
Bad setup on regrab.
Bit of a slow start to this game. Of course, in that majors game between Balls of Prey and the Flag Bearers that we just commentated, that finished 8-1. A lot slower start to this game though. What do you think's changed between those two games?
Probably skill disparity, I'd say. I'd say these two teams seem pretty evenly matched. Our team has been practicing. I think yours has as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, so that could be a factor.
Carbolic with the flag, a defender, showed a lot of potential as an offender in that majors game that he played against Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, Illuminati beats a defender into his flag carrier. Lovely communication,
Classic minors.
Classic.
Carbolic gonna get taken out by King Hit there. Chadwico gonna get sniped by Loom. Lovely snipe there. Both teams gonna reset now. Mid pap's gonna be up soon. Chad's gonna get the left pap as well. Carb's gonna get the middle. Amatam's gonna get the right. And Carbolic picks up the middle. Going back on defense. No, he won't. He'll go on offense. Leaving only one on defense. Never seen that one before in a competitive game, but there you go. Not exactly going to work. Amatam's going to get out of base. And we'll have the flag. Chadwico going to hold the flag as long as he can. King Hit is not going to be able to get their return. Contrail will though. Of course, Contrail, another female player. Only 2 on diameter.
Hey,
honestly,
where's Blob?
Blob as well. Blob doesn't play OLTP though. But
true.
Of course, a favourite of the community. Illuminati coming in. How do you think the female players compare to the male players in such a physical sport as Denver?
We're definitely the top players, clearly.
Got
Contrail's
that
been
fingering
playing.
dexterity.
Wow. Interesting.
That wasn't
wording.
that wasn't meant to be sexual.
Well, you flubbed that a bit.
I'm gonna take that all back. Amatam coming in with a flag. Party time
nice
with a
return.
lovely boost to take him out. Party cute match showing that he can play tag at a high level as well as be really cute and be good at partying. Amatam's gonna spike himself. Illuminati's got the flag, gonna try and get past Tony. Carbolic and Party Time won't be able to get past them. Chadwico.
I'm gonna call it now. 2-all tie.
2-all tie?
I think that seems reasonable at this stage.
Okay. I'm gonna call 11-0 to the C22's.
Oh,
Chadwico getting the right power up. Amatam not gonna get taken out by Carbolic. Will he? Yes, he will eventually. Party Time gonna take out Illuminati as well. Some excellent C22's defense. As always. Tony and Chad on offense. Gonna try and juke out Contrail and King Hit. King Hit's gonna take out the flag carrier, and Illuminati's gonna get 2 power-ups of Rolling Bomb and Juke Juice. Coming into the C22's base now. Amatam's already there. Looking to make something happen here. Amatam's gonna split PT and Tony a boat. But Tony's going to take out Amatam, but Loom has the space to get that grab on. We'll go for a boost straight down the middle. Chad's got the positioning. Perfect communication there. Going to take out Loom as he goes for the boost. Bit of a slow game in the first 5 minutes. No caps happening. I guess similar to the Wu-Tang Clan versus C22's Majors game.
Indeed.
What do you think is the secret to capping on this map? Having, of course, not capped in your... Perhaps not the best person to ask, but...
Excuse you.
I beg your pardon, Kitsune, you're an excellent player. What do you think is the secret to capping on this map?
Caps that generally happen with great offense communication and partnerships. We had our defense cap because of nice blocking with Tag Pro from another offender. So I think the partnerships play a big part.
Of course, in the minors, a lot less time is spent practicing. Do you think that could have an influence? We saw last game, Balls of Ray, even though Squash and Time are extremely good players, with their practice, they did not play well together. Do you think that will make a difference here? Do you think either team will take the edge based on how much they've practiced, or do you think both of them will remain pretty evenly matched in terms of offense?
I think they'll probably be pretty even. We've had a lot of our minors filling in our major practices. As Hoog said, most of our major practices have been with like 3 of our major players. So in that sense, we have had our minors sing a lot, but not as a cohesive unit. So I think that could influence how well the game goes for them.
Chadwico with some excellent jukes getting out of the base. Illuminati is the only thing holding that cap from Carbolic. Won't get the return. Chadwico has a flag, will lose it to King Hit. Party Time with an excellent snipe. Wow. Party Time. What a player. What a player. Wow, Carbolic is going to flash it. King Hit's going to get another return as well. King Hit's definitely impressed me. Of course, Kitsune, you probably played with him a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think on Wu-Tang Clan side there are any standout players in this minor league roster?
I'd say Amatam's definitely major quality. Possibly not in his offense, but he seems to be pulling some great jigs. I've played with Looms on in scrims and stuff, and he's been doing really well. King Hit again, he was in our lineup, ready to be played in majors. Definitely got the skill. A good partner. Contrail's been practicing a lot on D. She's doing really well. Really happy with my team.
Excellent. Amatam with a flag now. Most whole time in the game. Party Time and King Hit at the top of the board. 10 returns for King Hit, 11 for Party Time, showing that they can play defense on this map extremely
Lovely
well.
juke by Looms.
Party Time's going to be there, trying to get the return now, and Carbolic with some good cover. Good communication by Party Time and Carbolic to get the return in, not give Illuminati any space. Party Time and Carbolic, some excellent communication, closing down Amatam extremely quickly, not giving him any time on the flag. Party Time's going to overboost though. Amatam's away, ahead of Carbolic. Going to be behind Carbolic. No, he's not. He's ahead of Carbolic again. Messes up the boost and will get tagged because of it. Tony above with a flag now. Tony's going to get past all of them and will get it for a cap. 1-0.
Oh!
The rolling bomb
That was
gets
beautiful.
popped and he will not cap. What an amazing play by Wu-Tang Clan to save that. I'm going to blame Lucky Spammer for that one. That rolling bomb looked like it was still active.
Props
Lucky,
to my
please
team.
fix. What a lovely return. Amatam's going to get taken out now. Carbolic looking to take out Loom as well. We'll take him out. Wow, what an opportunity to cap. Coming down to mere milliseconds there. Kitsune, do you think, despite the scores being all tied up, do you think team has been stronger than the other, or do you think it's a deserved tie going into the second half now?
I'd honestly say they're pretty evenly matched. Both teams have had some opportunities, I think, and squandered them, but only due to the great defense that's been happening.
And the half will end. Party Time 18 returns. King hit with 14, topping the board. Tony Abode and Chad Wico on offense with the Cap 22's at the bottom of the board. They really need to step it up going into the second half if they want to get the probably decisive cap.
I think we could be looking at an exact replica of the Majors game, to be honest.
We could. Kitsune predicted a 2-2 result for this game in the Majors game between Cap 22's and Wu-Tang Clan. The first half was 0-0 and the second half was 2-2. Kitsune, you could be right here. I still personally believe that Cap 22's will take out the win.
Interesting.
It's definitely
I wonder why.
It's definitely been extremely evenly matched in the first half, though. An exciting game to commentate. Probably more exciting than the washout that was Flag Bearers against Balls of Prey, but there you go. Carbolic just has to be right back, and then we will hopefully get into the second half. So what do you think needs to change for one team to get that maybe decisive cap in this next half?
I'd say I've been watching, obviously, my team slightly more than the Cap 22's. I'd say
course.
their some group grabs would be better than solo grabbing. Defense is really looking up to par, so that teamwork would probably be necessary. I think that'd pay off for them, to be honest. Yeah, Rain, what do you think about your team?
Well, Cap 22's traditionally flattered a lot. I don't think they've really got enough base for more than a couple of minutes, judging by that whole time. So a lot of flatteds, characteristic of the Cap 22's. If they can just reduce those flatteds, play a bit more patiently. Of course, Tony nearly capped by sheer willpower did Wu-Tang Clan get that return in. We can get a cap this half.
I think I'm calling hacks on my own team, to be honest. That was
Of course.
so close.
Of course, Wu-Tang Clan can't win without cheating.
Oi!
Second half starting now. Juke Juice on the left and the middle, and on the right is a tag bro. So that's, in my opinion, a stronger spawn on the power-ups for the Cap 22's. Chad Wico's gonna be beaten to that middle power up, I believe. No, he will not. Amatam messes up the boost, and Carbolic gets attack on the right as well. Chadwicker with that juice coming into base. Luminati flattens, as does Amatam, and that will result in a waste of that juice from Luminati. Carbolic's coming up on offense. That tag was going to run out though. Bit of a questionable decision to move up there, leaving Party Time, Chadwicker and Tony on defense. Carbolic and Tony looking to combine on offense here.
I think we're seeing a lot of good no-grab defense. It's really paying off for them. Flags are being kept in base regularly.
Amatam nearly using that boost to get at between Party Time, Chadwicker and the spikes, getting foiled by the spikes in the end though. Carbolic and Tony. Ooh. Chadwicker and Carbolic going to get those mid and right powers respectively. Carbolic's going to use the boost to grab and get out of base. Contrail's going to use an excellent snipe there. Contrail showing off her defensive skills with that lovely snipe. Going to make a bit of a defensive positioning error there. Tony's got too much time on the flag. But the C22's defense will shut down the Wu-Tang Clan offense. Luminati's going to get out of base as I say that though. Ahead of all members of the C22's bar Tony. Party Time's going to use a boost to catch up and get their return though. Amatam does have the flag. Going to boost down middle. Carbolic trying to get there, get ahead of him, close him down. Party Time's going to get boosted in by Luminati. Luminati hates Amatam. Killed him twice now, I think. Chadwicker is going to use that distraction to get the left power up. Could be good for them. Amatam's going to get the middle. Unless Carbolic has something to say about it, Carbolic gets a middle. Party Time gets a right power up, and Chadwicker gets a left. All the power ups on the map belong to the C22's.
And yet, Wu-Tang at the top of the scoreboard. What do you have to say about that?
Sometimes got to sacrifice score. Score's not the only thing that matters, kids, isn't it? Chadwicker gonna use that tagger to grab the flag and die instantly. Both teams resetting here, Tony and Carb on defense. Gonna let Amatam get out of base with the flag. Amatam is ahead of Tony and Carbolic. Chadwicker has the flag. Contra spikes herself. And Chadwicker will survive. Chad survives until he gets by King him with a boost. Contrail's boosting back up into base. Amatam is there. That could be a cap if they can just get the return. And Chadwicker not going to cover Luminati as Amatam gets returned. Carbolic with a flag. Acres of space here. Much more exciting second half. As Amatam barely misses Carbolic with that snipe. Party Time's going to get Luminati. Party Time.
I'm really impressed with him on defense, actually. He's doing really well.
Definitely, Party Time has been extremely impressive as well.
Could be
Carbolic, that was some poor communication by Amatam.
Definitely.
He could have got that return, I believe, with that tackle, especially Carbolic couldn't have blocked him. Party Time with a nice cap there. 1-0 to the C22's. Chadwicker's looking for that right power up. Something that I've noticed a lot this half has been the power up control from each team has been, in terms of the Wu-Tang Clan, they haven't really been much better. Their first half power control was decent, but it wasn't excellent. They were a bit slow, but the C22's have definitely improved.
Lovely bomb by Looms to get out of base.
Looms can get out of base. Party Time and Carb are still ahead of him. Carbolic and Party Time are using those boosts extremely well to stay ahead of the offenders, even if they can get out of the base. Chad's going to get that left power up and get the return. Going to try and use that tackle to get a grab and get out of base. Chad's going to get the flag. Tony's going to get the flag now after Chad flashes. Carbolic is the flag now. Carbolic using that boost to get past King Hit and Illuminati. Going to get between Contrail and Looms. No, he will not. Contrail taking him out. Chadwicker with the flag. Chadwicker using the bomb to get between Contrail and King Hit. Gonna get taken out by Contrail there. Illuminati with the flag. Flattered straight into Party Time. Party Time, another 11 returns. Some dominating defense from him. And King Hit again. Carbolic with the 1 cap. Illuminati not going to get out of base. Illuminati, whenever he grabs a flag, it looks like the Cap 22's just have to spend a little bit more effort than they should getting the return. If Amatam, his offensive partner, can capitalize on that, they could be getting out of base a bit better than they have been. Illuminati going to get out of base now. Only Carbolic between Illuminati and the Cap here.
Dude.
Illuminati ahead of all of them. Chadwico has caught up. Carbolic has caught up too.
Beautiful.
Chadwico with a lovely boost to get that return. Tony's going to get the flag and flaccid. Carbolic now finally has a flag, going to get out of base. And going to use that boost to go to the bottom left corner and get out. If Tony, Party Time, and Chad can combine to get this return, could be a cap. Party Time going to get that return eventually, but nobody's covering middle.
Oh.
Yes, they are. Tony with a lovely boost to get that return. This should be a cap if they can get the blocks in. They need the blocks. It's only King Hit. King Hit is going to get forced into a spike. That's another cap for Carbolic, showing that he can play offense as well as defense. 2 caps to his name now. Illuminati using the bump to propel. Oof, I'm going to stop talking. What do you think of this 2 cap lead to Cap 22's, Kitsune?
Ooh, I think we could come back. I'd say 2 caps would seem pretty deserved. I've seen our team out of position a few times, obviously leading to caps, but honestly, we could bring it back.
Of course. Few minutes left of the half. Pardon? Few minutes left of the half. Illuminati and Amatam with that Juke Juice and Tagua combination, but they will be able to use it. Illuminati, no they won't. Illuminati getting taken out by Carbolic there. Amatam's going to get down to the right. Carbolic with a boost. Going to force Amatam into a spike now, as he does get the right power up, though. Going to get that power control. One thing that I've noticed is the Cap 22's have been using their power-ups. My voice is max roaring tonight. I have noticed that the Cap 22's have been using their power-ups.
Oh,
The
Luke.
Illuminati is a god. I've been noticing that the Cap 22's have been using their power-ups to get the returns a lot quicker than Wu-Tang Clan have. That power control has been pretty much impeccable from Tony and Chad especially. Amatam's going to get away ahead of Carbolic and Tony. Going to have to backtrack though. Carbolic with the Juke Juice, as I was saying, going to use that to get the return here. Illuminati, however, going to use the space that Amatam's afforded him to get out. No, he won't. Boosting straight into Party Time. Chadwico boosting into a spike on the other end. Amatam coming into base now. So is Loom. Chadwico going to get the right power up. If Illuminati had just got the timer on that, could have used it on offense, but that's a lost opportunity for him. Chadwico going to use the flag run now to get out. No, he won't. Juke, not the third. Amatam somehow going to die to an AFK ball. Classic Amatam.
Perhaps showing why he's better suited to defense.
Carbolic going to get the mid power up. Chad's going to flash it for him. No, he won't. Carbolic going to flash it as well. Amatam going to juke out Party Time, and Chad trying to redeem himself from that pretty bad mistake before. Gonna get past Party Time, gonna get past Chad, gonna boost past both of them. There's a lot of space there, but Carbolic has the tag row. All that power control is helping the Cap 22's.
Oh,
and they won't get the cap. Amatam will take the team boost, and King Hit won't be able to use it to get the return. Gonna get the power up on the right as well. I don't think Wu-Tang Clan have got a power up in the past 2.5 minutes, honestly.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You don't sound that confident in your team's ability, but I respect your honesty. Carbolic gonna boost into a spike. Well, there have been a lot of boosts into spikes, I've got to say. 13 seconds left for Illuminati with a rolling bomb to get a cap. Gonna get a consolation cap, possibly. No, he won't. Tony's gonna use his ball to get the I'm the best commentator, to get the return. Carbolic leading his team to a 2-cap win.
Showing why he
22's
should be in the majors, clearly.
He did play in the majors.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit of cheating, playing a majors player in the minors. Never mind. 2 caps, 9 returns, MVP performance for me. Definitely the strongest player. Winning the game for the Cap 22's 2-0. Kitsune, how do you think that game went? Do you think that the Cap 22's deserved to win that game by 2?
Yeah, I think easily. It was a close game first half, but I think WTAG fell off in the positioning a bit second half. And once those initial caps were made, they were really under pressure to cap again and bring it back to a draw, but seems like a bit too much pressure. Lots of spikes. It was entertaining to watch, to say the least.
Regarding the Tony Abo cap in the first half, where he was coming in with rolling bomb,
I've heard that was a glitch.
could have won the half for his team. Lucky spammer again. Clearly a Wu-Tang Clan fan. He had 12 seconds on that rolling bomb, and yet when he was going over the flag, he did not pop the rolling bomb first. He got popped. Poor Tony. I'm going to pull him in. Tony, we've worked out that the cap you had in the first half of that game should have been a cap. Apart from that, I think that you really deserve to win that game. Of course, me being Cap 22's captain, you guys played so much better than Wu-Tang Clan. How do you think that you played from a player's perspective? Can't speak. Gonna get Chadwico in.
Great game, guys.
Chadwico!
Hello.
Congratulations on the win. Minor league captain. Taking a 2-0
Good game.
2-0 win.
Happy with that. Had to grind it out. They had excellent defense. Absolutely
Yeah.
excellent D. We got really unlucky in the first game with a cap. Looked like a surefire cap.
Apparently it was a glitch.
We worked out that Tony Abbott had 12 seconds. He had 8 seconds left on the rolling bomb, and yet he got pops going into cap, so that should have been a cap.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Yeah, no,
We didn't have the timing down, but it seemed really early.
He should have capped it, so it's a bit of a glitch. Thank you, lucky spammer.
Clearly, I think Cap 22's need to work on their hack control. I think WTAG really stepped it up in that area.
Well, of course, Wu-Tang Clan, even though they're cheating, they lose the game. That's karma for them. Chadwico, congratulations on the win. 2-cap win, solid win. Low scoring, but I believe that after the quite even first half, you guys dominated the second.
Look, I'm happy we could field a team. Before the game, it was looking like it was either going to be a 3v4 or a forfeit.
Yep.
Tony Abbott logged on literally at the last second and said he could play without a mic. So, and then a couple of our guys were battling lag. So, I don't want to say that that's the most plight that a team has had to battle through to get a minor league win, but it's definitely up there.
Well, it's traditional to pull in a member of the losing team as well.
Wait.
But Wu-Tang Clan have all rage quit. They don't want to be alive after losing to
Rough.
to
Full
the Cap
controlling.
22's.
Full controlling.
Okay, I don't want to put her in that position. I mean, of course, distraught after losing the game. I would be too.
How about our captain?
Our captain.
Oh, captain, my captain.
I'm going to pull the captain in. If he's willing to talk.
He may be in tears. I'm not sure.
Mamble Pig. Sorry to put you on the spot, buddy, but just pulling you in to the stream room now. Of course, you may be emotional after losing that game 2-0. How do you guys think that? I don't think you watched the game. You might be AFK. You guys played pretty badly. Ooh. How do you? I thought you were AFK. Okay, you guys played pretty solidly in the first half. Second half, a bit weaker. What do you guys think you've got to do before the next week to get those minors getting some wins on the board?
I didn't watch a lot of it, to be honest. I think it didn't help that we pulled DJN out, and so we only had one offender really in Illuminati. Yeah, I think changes need to be made, I guess.
Yeah. Illuminati playing extremely well on
Yeah.
offense, showing some really good jukes throughout the whole 20 minutes. Couldn't get any caps in, but definitely showed he can match some of the better defenders.
Illuminati was probably unlucky to not get a cap a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can't say enough nice things about the team we just faced. It was a very, very close game, and the scoreline, even though it's low scoring, doesn't reflect how close it was.
Yeah. Of course, the first half was pretty much exactly even. Tony, of course, should have capped, but anyway, Mammoth, my question was to you. Do you think you're considering bringing up some of those minors that you've just seen play into the majors?
Can get maybe. We're thinking about it anyway. On Friday we were planning on playing him, but that didn't happen. So yeah, we'll probably
No comment.
we'll probably still think about that after a few more scrims. Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
No worries. Thanks for joining us at really no notice and having not watched the game. Some insightful comments, regardless. Thanks for everybody for watching. Chad Wico, thank you for your comments as well. Congratulations on the win. Kitsune, thank you for joining me.
No problem.
Really good commentary from all parties.
Cheers, man.
Definitely one of the best I've ever done.
I can tell.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all.
Get yourself tested.
Good night.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Love your chest out.